working all game long.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
They're going to the air on the opening drive. Now Carr again. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On play action, Young. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to thank the front office and the coaching staff.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A Again, it's Kamara. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
The 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time through the air. 47 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
That's complete, right around the 8. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And Young's throw there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Out of his end zone, Young. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Young from his end zone on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down at 5. Quick throw, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He covers that time. He slowed down. It's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll play fake. Now Young.
He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Young on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas. They're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Young. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Carr now to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2nd down, Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
It's Young off play action. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, Young. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Young under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
29. On 2nd down and 4, Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
6-18.
Carr to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. In motion right is the tight end. In motion left, the tight end. Carr will look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll go again with Sanders. Room here to run. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down, Young. Flushed out right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Young.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Young to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Young takes it on the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
93.
Here's Carr. Connecting with Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 8 coming up.
7:34.
Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. And that will write a finish to this ball game.